welcome back. This is the last week. As you notice, time goes fast. I will be, if you need me, just remember you can send me an email if you want a one-to-one, to help you with any assignment. You also can go back and see if you can change the grade if you want to for the final grade. So it's very important this week. Many of you may be trying to finish assignment 3 and then the project. The project it probably will take you one day or a few hours, maybe not too much. If you see project 1 will be the short way to do if you're running out of time, because many of you are working full time and have responsibility at home. Anyway, in this week, remember we can try to finish any assignment that you didn't finish. It can be assignment 2, can be assignment 1, or assignment 3. Those are very important assignments and with the project. Don't forget to do the project because you have 18% just for the project and 2% for deciding the topic of the project. So it's very important to finish 2.2 and then the 4.3. The objective for week 1 we saw in assignment 3. So we did graph linear equations. If you remember the last part of assignment 3, we covered the slope, giving his graph, giving 2 points, or the equation of the line. We also plot points in a coordinate system, and we graph a line giving the equation. We translate sentence into equations, and we solve word problems relating to personal finance and business when we're dealing with the interest or finding the cost for, it can be a discount price, or it can be a percent increase or decrease. Yeah, these are problems based on finance and business. What we have so far for this week, we're gonna just see back the Quizlet activity that we have to help you with assignment 3. Maybe if you go to assignment 3 and then on the 3.3, after the picture you will see the link for the Quizlet. You click, and then you have some flashcards. This will help you if you have a problem or you forget a concept or want to see a quick example for the assignment 3. You can see you can flip the card to see the example and then display the explanation about the rule that we're using and the concept. That's another one. What I mean by like terms, combining like terms, is anything that has the same variables and exponents. The difference between the graph, we have the graph. So you can see how you can do the same problems by follow these guidelines. This is just to practice. You can see over here at the bottom all the examples. Remember, in week 3 we have 36 problems, and the last problem was about writing the question in a slow intercept form for the line, and it was like graphing. This is like an example. They give you 2 points and then you graph the equation. So we say they have some voice caution, I guess. Yeah, so this study guide is for you for practice in terms of assignment 3, which is I guess the most difficult between the 3, but you have a lot of tutorials. Also, if you remember, if you come to 3.1, right? Last time, if you remember, in the go to training, in the recording go to training, we go over the examples, right? All the examples, and one example for the project 1, and then we go over every problem in assignment 3, just to make sure that you have more examples and how to do those problems. So you can either check this video, which is in 3.1, or the Quizlet, whatever you like it. That will help you with assignment 3. Now we have the GTT question, discussion, assignment, week 4 project, and some more math problem solving, and any question for the last. In week 4, remember we started with the GTT question. There's 4 questions, and remember you have 4%, so this is an easy go. If you think about the time, it will take you probably between 4 to 5 minutes. Remember, the answer can be very short answers. You don't have to write a paragraph. So it's an easy way to get 4 points in each week. And you also have the opportunity, if you're missing, to do it. Discussion, as used to, I like to review and read those comments and the experience from you, and some interesting comments that you have on the response and also in the post. For the project, we only have 2 options. Well, we say 2 options, but the second option, you got more thing to pick. In the first option, you only have the split agreement, the budget, and the pitch. You have 3 things to complete for project 1. and those are very easy to follow. You have specific examples in 4.3 as a guideline. You can follow examples and you have the templates to finish. In the artistic creation, you can do a video, you can do a song, you can do a comic, you can do a drawing, but you have to pick only one. And remember, there is two things you have to complete: the context, which can be in the video or in the comic or in the drawing, and also you have to do a writing separately. It's like a one paragraph describing the intention and the important points for the project, for your topic that you choose. So you have to keep in mind that, because the grades are based on if the writing will be 40% and the content of the project will be 60%. So you don't want to miss the writing because both are needing for the project. And the 4-week, if you see, discussion and the GTT question has the same percent, but the project is 18%. So if you're running out of time, do the project, and you have a lot of percent on week 4. Everything will add to the overall grade at the end. So even if you finish an assignment in Connect and it's partially done, you get some points for the final. So it's good for you to finish any assignment. 0 in one of those assignments, then you lose 16% of the total grade. So in the GTT questions, remember this is for the students that we're not able to come today. These are the questions that they have to answer. What do you need to complete the 2% in 2.2? I just need to complete the answer to questions. First question is pick one option from 2. And the second question is describing. Like describing with maybe 2 or 3 sentences. You don't have to write too much. Let's say how many options I have for my project in week 4. Only 2 options. If I do the budget, only the budget in project 1, what is the total percent weight? Is only 30%. Remember, 30% the budget, 30% the split agreement, and the pitch, which is the writing, is 40%. Now, number 4, in which option for the project I have the follow-up examples and templates? In option 1, what we call the structured business type or business simulation, or we also call project 1. If I want to see more examples for project 2, where I will find them on the LMS? You can find in the announcement and on 4.1. In 4.1, the examples is just animation. It's on animation in 4.1. If you want to see some examples with songs or examples with the films or some videos, maybe in the announcements. We may add more examples so everybody can see what other students they complete in the previous classes. Yeah, so this is the GTT question in 4.1. You have a discussion to do. Remember, even if you don't finish the reply, all right, it's very important to finish the post, because the post is 80%, the reply is just 20%. So if you do one paragraph, can be with 5 sentences enough, you almost get the 80%. So it would be good to respond to the post by writing a paragraph. Yeah. So you're doing excellent work on those discussions. Connect assignments is each week. The connect assignment is the one that has the more value. It's a great percent, the connect assignments, and it's the most difficult, and maybe you spend more time trying to complete those assignments. So during this week, you can view an assignment, improving if you want, or any previous assignment that you have. But if you do, please send me an email to update the grade on the LMS. Just if you do any change on those assignments from Connect. Remember, if you don't see, it may be hiding, but the assignments are open. If you see any assignment closed, please send me an email to open, because you should have access to the 4 assignments. I mean the 3 assignments. So remember, in week 2, we make the selection. We may pick business simulation, or we may pick artistic creation. You may say, oh, I'm going to do a video on how to practice math in a more fun way, or how to help my kid with the math, or how to do a demonstration for maybe the Fibonacci, finding the Fibonacci number in a testing the Fibonacci number, or doing an experiment or something interesting. You can set a video, you can sing a song, or you can or someone can help you to make a video and you demonstrate a concept. So it depends, or you can do a video from the screen of your computer, So it's all making something that you like. On the week 4, we have the submission of the project this week, and at the same time, any missing assignment that or any incomplete assignment that you want to finish. Everything will add to the final grade. If you're having any difficulties with any previous assignment, please let me know so I can help you in time before it's too late. If you haven't finished by this Sunday, I may give you an extra day or a couple of days if you need more time to finish. All right, but try your best to finish by Sunday. So math problems. Remember, the first thing we do is read the whole problem, and it's like a reading comprehension. It's very important to understand what it's asking. So we have to make sure we understand the problem. And we ask this question, what do I know? What do I need to find out? What is the plan, or what is the unknown? We solving. Once we understand the problem, we solving, and then and then we ask ourselves if this makes sense, or if the answer is too big or it's too small, then you maybe want to get back, and there may be a possibility of an error. And you have to explain to you or to others the math. And that's a good way to learn the math, by explaining to others what you did. Thinking about the thinking. Now remember, if you have a problem with the fractions, so make pictures like the one we see in green. They are pictures with fractions. And that will help you to understand the fractions by representing in another way. Then you start getting an idea of what I mean by a fraction. And this is cubes. It's just to remember, see if we circle any important information. U for underline important data. Box the answer. E for evaluate, and S for solve. And it's one of the problems that we have. Many, I guess, one of the problems that many people make mistakes in somehow. But remember, what we're doing is just adding. But the problem is when you're adding the fractions, we do like you see the big number is 12. So it means everything had to be 12. So in order the 1/2 to become 12, I have to multiply by 6. Top and bottom, so that will be 6 over 12. And then this one I have to multiply by 2. So that becomes 2 over 12, because 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 6 is 12. And then I have to multiply the 3 by 4, because 4 times 3 is 12 at the bottom. And then 4 times 2 is 8. So I got all the numbers in terms of with the same denominator, with the same number on the bottom. That makes easy to add all the fractions on the left and on the left and on the right, and then plus the one on top if you do manually. But remember, in the video, you remember the video, we use, for some problems, we use the math way, mathway.com, to the easy way, right? We do we just copy the numbers on the bottom. Two 1/2, we have 2 over parentheses 2. Then I have 1/2. Then I put plus 3 1/6. 3 1/6. Then I have 6 3 1/6. 6 1/12. 6 1/12. I close parentheses because this is doubles. Then plus the thing on top, a 2/3. A 2/3. That's all we have to do on the mathway, and then we say click. We say simplify. We find in 32 1/6. So the answer was 3216. It's already simplifying when you do with the math way. It's like a big calculator. So that will help you in the process of working this problem. And remember, we make mistakes, one little mistake, and then you have to start from the beginning. So some problems will be handled easily with the mathway.com on the assignment 3. And if you watch the video, you can see that in the video. That will help you to complete the assignment 3. And we have just questions now.